Hey guys, what's up? It's Solo, and today we're going to be actually talking about a theory that's been cycling around many different people and talking about how likely it could be that the episodes that are leading up to what is known as Codename Frontiers may be hinting at a brand new subclass that may fill out the rest of our Darkness trio that we've been wanting from, well, Destiny to kind of match our light trio that we have. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be the third darkness subclass theory. Alright, so when it came to the third darkness subclass, there's a lot of rumors that it was going to be something towards the likes of poison or towards the likes of some sort of matter subclass. And while this could be inaccurate thing. A lot of these got disproven, especially when the final shape was getting ready to come out and they gave us the trailers for the new Light Supers, including Twilight Arsenal, the Blink Dagger, and then the Song of Flame. A lot of people started to lose hope that there may be a third Darkness subclass coming to complete the trifecta to match the Light subclasses. Well, that was until the final shape actually released, with a pack of shaders that would show us maybe the hints towards what the third Darkness subclass could look like. And the pack of 4 shaders has 3 shaders that are animated and then one that is still. The one that is still, I think, is just some sort of like lost kind of theme that kind of reminds me of how the actual like Last City Tower looks in the final shape. And that's not the one we're talking about. So the 3 that are animated is the Strand one, the Stillness, which was the Stasis one, and then finally Died Finality. Died Finality is the one we're going to be talking about. So Died Finality seems to give us the implication that the third subclass for Darkness is going to be Resonance. Now, the reason why it seems like it'll be Resonance is because, well, in the screenshot that you guys are looking at now, the animated part very much looks like a lot of the resonance that we have come to see from, well, any of the witness forces and also any of the attacks that have to deal with any of the, like, little packs that not only the Shadow Legion but also, like, the tiny subjugators have on their back that, like, come out and have that very yellowish effect to them that this shader gives off. Now, while you could probably toss this out as just a weird conspiracy theory, there is a bit more to this, and a bit more that I can think about when it comes to this theory in like totality, because there are a lot more lore bits that have to do with something else being found that felt like untapped power. And one of these lore bits is actually talked about during some of the side quests and side objectives that you do inside of Destiny, the final shape. And it's usually the words of Cade or Micah who are talking about this, and I believe sometimes you'll have like Saint or other characters like in the mix as well talking about that. Same with Mithrax, and I think this was between Micah and Mithrax, is that when Nezarec was around, Nezarec found an element that seemed to be very untapped by the darkness and used barely at all in all of the things that he had found. And before he had died, he had actually gone through and given you this like archive of the things that he'd been like looking at when it came to this untapped power. And Micah's talking about how maybe at some point we can figure out what Nezarec was actually looking at. And that, of course, if you guys have never seen them do anything with resonance, they don't really do a lot with resonance, right? There's not a lot of like resonance stuff. Like, yes, some of the dread have like resonant abilities, but a lot of them stem from just being a part of the witness and like base being there. Like when the subjugators take enough damage, they like shout and give the rest of their allies these like resonance turrets, which we've seen from warlocks before with almost every single subclass they've had. So, with that being said, it makes you think of, okay, so this is a primary darkness thing, and if you guys are watching this, you probably have already seen the ending to the final shape. If you haven't, I'd probably talk, or like go play it and then come back if you don't want to get spoiled, of course. I'll give you about 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So yeah, the witness dies in the end of the final shape. If you guys have been around for a while or have been watching either my streams or other people's streams, you know that this already happened. There was a whole 12 player activity, one of the first 12, or the first 12 player activity in Destiny 2 history, or Destiny history in general, that had players teaming up to finally kill the witness. But in the death of the witness, a lot of things were expunged, and the witness basically, its entire energy was basically dissipated out. And afterward, when you're going through all the like extra little bits and the cutscenes, you come to this like final screen where your guardian is sitting out on, assuming on the like edge of the helm, and looking out on the traveler. Well, while you're doing that, you see the start of what would lead into the episodes, which are called echoes, leaking out of the traveler and going different directions. Now, when I talk about echoes, I want you to listen to how Bungie describes what echoes are in the newest like video that they came out with, the journey ahead. They described of what the echoes are and what they kind of feel like, and I'm gonna propose a theory after I show you guys this clip. So let's give that a watch real quick.
Immense power. An echo is a direct result of the battle with the witness.
All of the darkness that was holding it together exploded out, colliding with the matter-making properties of light, manifesting all of these different memories inside of the witness.
That's collision.
So yeah, that is how they describe what are known as the echoes, which we already know is going to lead into 3 different episodes. The first of those episodes probably going live around the time that this video is going to go live, being, of course, promptly titled Echoes, and being about the Vex. But I pose a big theory here, and I don't like take that lightly as like a big theory. What if, this is speculation, these echoes are the key to unlocking resonance? Because with these echoes being a kind of mashed together embodiment of memories of the witness, darkness, and light, it would be very fitting for them to lead into the Guardians getting resonance as a subclass. Because it would be like Guardians going through and learning how to use resonance. And mind you, this probably wouldn't become a thing until probably 2025 when Frontiers is like the big thing. I think episodes themselves are going to be more, again, like they said, self-contained. But I definitely think these echoes that we're probably going to collect are going to be a big part in how we get resonance. And this also plays into the theory of like kind of finishing off a lot of things before moving to a new game that I was talking about in the my last theory that I put out. Which, by the way, I was wrong. They did not announce Destiny 3 at the end of the final campaign mission, and they also didn't announce it at the end of that video that I just showed you a clip of as well. They announced Frontiers. But I am gonna extend this thing out is I'm with a lot of people in thinking that Frontiers is the lead up to Destiny 3 because it seems like it's prepping us to leave the solar system. Or at least the system that we're in currently, the Sol system. And what better way to finish that off than giving us the final trifecta of having 3 darkness, 3 light subclasses, and then of course prismatic as well, having being the combined of that. And then they could mess with it in between the games, and it would make a lot of sense. Because of course with new found like people that we have to go against means we need newfound powers, and then eventually would lead us to resonance. And with the witness out of the question, resonance as an ability in total is left to only the dread, and they have nobody to lead them, and a lot of that stuff is up in the air. There's a lot of questions still left to answer, like what's the aura around the traveler? What are the echoes in actuality besides the kind of descriptions they gave us in the new vidoc? I'm just going to call it a vidoc. And finally, why is the Destiny 2 Year 11 codenamed Frontiers? These are a lot of questions that we still have yet to answer, and probably won't be answered until later on in the year, probably towards the beginning of next year. And yeah, I definitely think Third Darkness subclass is going to come out within the next year and a half before Destiny 3 comes out. Just to round everything out. But I wanted to present you guys with some of the evidence I've seen from like Resonance, talk about like the stuff with Nezarec, talking about like things that were untapped in the power that Nezarec found, and then also the fact that the echoes seem like they could lead us to this new discovery of resonance as a third darkness subclass. Now, I'm gonna put this out there. This is a theory. There's no like definitive proof of any of this. I'm going initially just based off of the shader, and then and then I had some more stuff that I pulled out of there maybe to kind of like add more to it. But other than that, it's just a theory at the end of the day. I love doing these videos because it's kind of speculation videos, and it's one of my favorite things to do about Destiny. But yeah, guys, I think that's going to do it for this video. If you guys did enjoy, hit the like button, comment down below. If it's not Resonance, what do you guys think the third Darkness subclass would be? Let me know in the comments below. And guys, don't forget to subscribe, because of course we have Echoes coming out, which I do have a reaction to that trailer as well, which will probably go up right before this. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.